Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today is day 35 of the geography countdown videos, so I hope you are finding these useful. Please do subscribe down below if you are, and let's just get straight on into this. Today we are looking at managing the coast through hard engineering. Management, cost and benefits. Coasts need to be managed to maintain a balance between the forces of nature and the demands of people. Most people living or working at the coast want to be protected from erosion or flooding. With sea levels expected to rise in the future, coastal defences will become more expensive. In some cases, the increasing cost may outweigh the benefits, and coastlines may be left undefended. But what are the coastal management options? There are three different types of management strategies for defending the coast. Hard engineering, using artificial structures such as seawalls to control the processes of nature. Secondly, soft engineering. These are less intrusive, more environmentally friendly methods that work with natural practices to protect the coast. And thirdly, managed retreat. This increasingly popular option enables the controlled retreat of a coastline, often allowing the seafloor to flood over low-lying land. Hard engineering. For centuries, people have used hard engineering structures to try and control the actions of the sea and to protect property and land. Seawalls, groins, rock armour and gabions are the most common hard engineering structures used in coastal management. Seawalls. These are concrete or rock barriers against the sea, placed at the foot of cliffs or at the top of a beach. They often have a curved face to reflect the waves back into the sea. They cost between £5,000 and £10,000 per metre. They are effective at stopping the sea, and they often have a walkway or promenade for people to walk along. But they can look very obtrusive and unnatural, and they are very expensive with high maintenance costs. Groins. These are timber or rock structures built out into the sea from the coast. They trap sediment for being moved along by longshore drift and enlarge the beach. The wider beach has a buffer to reduce wave damage. Timber groins are about £150,000 each, and they're placed about 200 metres apart. They often create a wider beach, which can be popular with tourists. They provide useful structures for people interested in fishing, and they are less expensive than some other methods. But by disrupting longshore drift, they starve beaches further along the coast, often leading to increased rates of erosion elsewhere. The problem is therefore shifted rather than solved. And groins are unnatural, and rock groins can be, in particular, viewed as unattractive. Nowadays, hard engineering approaches are less common because they're expensive and involve high maintenance costs. They interfere with natural coastal processes and can cause destructive knock-on patterns elsewhere. For example, by altering wave patterns of erosion can occur further along the coast, leading to new problems such as cliff flaps, and they look unnatural. Rock armour. These are piles of large boulders dumped at the foot of a cliff. The rocks force waves to break, absorbing the energy by protecting the cliff. The rocks are usually brought by barge to the coast. They are usually about £200,000 per 100 metres. They're relatively cheap and easy to maintain. They can provide interest at the coast and often used for fishing. But the rocks are usually brought from other parts of the coastline or abroad. They can be expensive to transport. They often don't fit in with the local geology and can be very obtrusive. And then gabions. These are wire cages filled with rocks that can be built to support a cliff or provide a buffer against the sea. They are up to £50,000 per 100 metres. They are cheap to produce and flexible in their design. They can improve the drainage of cliffs. They can eventually become vegetated and merge in with the landscape. But they can look very unattractive for a while, and the cages only last 5 to 10 years before they rust. So we're going to think about the question briefly, discuss the advantages and disadvantages of hard engineering at the coast. So I'm going to leave that one up to you because I've discussed them already and you just have to think about what I've just said. So please do subscribe down below and I will see you tomorrow morning at 7 AM. Bye guys.